If you are pregnant or trying to get pregnant, this is the video for you. My name's Mia and I'm 31 weeks pregnant today, and I wish I knew what I'm about to share with you sooner. Every pregnancy is different. Everyone handles things differently. This is just all based on my experience and that alone. I do not have any education in pregnancy, so I'm just a normal person going through it with you. First thing I'm going to talk about is how every trimester has its pros and cons. They're all just a little bit different, so I'm just going to do my top pro and con for each trimester. I think the pro for the first trimester is all your clothes still fit you for the most part, and the con is obviously majority of women feel the most sick, most tired. I didn't throw up a ton, but I definitely had food aversions and felt really tired. When it came to my ranking, the first trimester was the worst for me. Now, the second trimester, I would say the pro is you get your energy back and you start to feel a little bit more like you again. However, the con is that's when you kind of start gaining weight in different places. I know my thighs got a little bit bigger and obviously my stomach got a little bigger, so that's when your clothes start not to fit. And even if you know that, okay, I'm pregnant, my clothes aren't going to fit anymore, it's still psychologically so annoying and so hard because you go to put on your work pants you wear every day, they don't fit. Your leggings keep falling down. So that was definitely the hardest part of the second trimester. I'm only a little bit into the third trimester. I would say the con is how physically uncomfortable you start to get. I'm carrying very high and her feet are constantly in my ribs. I would say the pro, what is the pro of the third trimester? Oh, the pro of the third trimester is you finally look pregnant. That's the thing. The second one, you start to look pregnant, but people can't tell, like, is she gaining weight? Is she pregnant? You do start to look pregnant in the third trimester, and so the clothes just look cuter, like everything looks more cute on you than it did in the second trimester. Second thing I wish I knew is how quickly it goes by. In my head, I was like, oh, we have 9 months, taking my sweet time. Now I have 9 weeks left, but I'm thinking about an induction, so we can talk about that later. I really wish I would have done at least the nursery in the second trimester so I can kind of focus on just cleaning up, making things look pretty in the third trimester, because it is very hard to move. I can barely put on my own shoes right now because it's just like hurts to bend down. So definitely take advantage of your second trimester is what I put for the third, and that just means majority of the stuff you want to get done before baby gets here, do in that trimester. The fourth thing I wish I knew is stretch marks happen everywhere. I haven't gotten too many on my stomach, just like a little bit below my belly button. The one place I have gotten them is under my butt, and they're like purple there. So I just would have oiled like my whole body instead of just my stomach. And with that said, everything gets bigger, not just your belly. You retain water pregnant. There are days where my feet, I can maybe insert a photo if that's not weird. My feet are bigger, like Bigfoot. Normally they're like narrow. Half my shoes do not fit my feet because of how swollen they are from like retaining water, and you just get puffy. It's not all fat, it's just water weight, or as you grow this baby, things get bigger. So I'd say my legs, even like my arms, under here, everything. This, I wish I known. If you're on a budget or not, I would get necessities throughout the pregnancy. I do wish every paycheck, even if it's a $7 comb, I would have gotten that. People have ordered off my registry and I'm so blessed to have that, but I think when you have a baby, it's more on you to get the stuff you need. You can't be mad My aunt is the sweetest lady, and she went to a baby shower with whiskey glasses. Good intention. It's just some people, they don't know the etiquette. Baby showers, especially co-ed, are kind of new. A lot of people didn't have baby showers, so I don't want to be frustrated if people don't get things off the registry. Even if it's clothes she doesn't wear, it's just the thought that counts, the support. What I am doing with people who did buy off the registry to show a little extra appreciation is I'm going to take a picture of my baby whenever she uses the thing that they bought and mail it to them. I think that's why you can be extra grateful, but I definitely wouldn't go in with the expectation that everyone's going to buy off the registry, because that's just not how everyone is, and you can't control that. What you can control is buying something every paycheck, so definitely do that. Another thing I wish I would have done is been more mindful of my eating. I will say, first trimester, give yourself grace. I had so many food aversions. I couldn't eat meat, eggs, really anything besides like breads and oatmeals. I would mix yogurt and oatmeal to get some protein down, but your food aversions are so bad, I would just focus on eating the first trimester. But once you start feeling a little better, I'd be a little more mindful. One of the things I loved when I started being more mindful is like the Trader Joe's chicken nuggets. They take 12 minutes in the oven to make, and they are so good. They're breaded, not fried, baked, but things like that. Finding healthy substitutes. And I've been limiting, like, yes, I want fries, but I can only have fries once a week. Yes, I want a soda, but I can't have a soda every day. And I think that's what's gonna help me kind of get this weight off after she's born. Do what you want. I'm just sharing based on my experience. Something I want to share is insurance covers more than just breast pumps. If you didn't know that, a lot of people know you can get medical grade breast pumps through insurance. What I did is I talked to my doctor, or my OB. I got the form from one of the nurses, filled it out directly at the hospital. They sent it, the girl emailed me, and I got compression socks and a back brace already, and then they will be sending medical grade pump at 36 weeks. You will grow out of clothes so quick. I would wear clothes you are comfortable in. There was a day where I wore pants that were a little tight, and I think it's because of where I'm carrying her. I'm carrying her so high that it had like hit a nerve all day. I was nauseous, experiencing cramping, feeling so sick. And the second I took my pants off, fine. You will be so much happier if you are in clothes that fit you. You don't need to go buy name brand stuff because you will wear it for 12 minutes. The biggest thing I wish I got is bras that fit and you can adjust, because that has been the most uncomfortable thing for me, is finding a bra that I am comfortable in. My last tip is ask for help. Your partner, anyone, they want to help you. My mom has been so helpful. My partner has been great. I would just ask. For example, my stomach was hurting when I went to tie my shoes, so he tied my shoes. I'd love to hear about your experiences, and if you are expecting, I'd love to know gender and how far along you are. We're all in this together. I think moms need to be a little bit nicer to each other and give each other more grace for sure. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you next time.